They was calling me a nuisance before, who would've thought? Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told me she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lions on my team. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told me she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lines on my. They got me rapping on the old school beat, with the powers full of loud. I sag up on my jeans, Magnum in my cup, chilling with my squeeze. Said she saw a future, and it looked like me. No way, no way, no it didn't. All I say ain't the same, my boy, I'm seeing hella difference. You need to leave the starter, bro, it's fucking with your vision. Claims she's not a fan, but she's rapping all my rhythms. She got that lip filler, slim fit figure. Being in the gym, so the back is getting bigger. Says she only fucks with the rappers and the drillers. I'm into poetry, so why she dropping to her knickers? Doing what I say, she don't need no persuasion. Mouth start dropping when they saw the way I came in. Jump out on my jumper, I'm like Jordan up in game 6. Dodging all these shots, come like Neo in the Matrix. Rockstar, I ain't in no rock band. Liquor in my cup, got me leaning like a kickstand. Out in Santorini, cocktails with my skin tan. Fucking with my rhythm, this a sound of the Midlands. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told me she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lions on my team. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told me she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lines on my team. They hear my flow and then they saying I'm next. I got a pouch full of herbal and I'm dressed to impress. Yes, what's my fragrance? Mary Jane a success. I'm out of town, somewhere secret, getting breakfast in bed. Kick back, I roll it up and lick that. Broski moving, waiting, he don't care about no six pack. Middle of the field, hit a brother with a flip flap. Put that boy on time, out for giving all that chit chat. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told me she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lions on my team. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Told her she was leaving, I told her celery. Came up from the jungle, couple lions on my team. Light on the beat, gang full of sparks, we brought light to the streets. Chilling with a gang, take a load of snaps. In the back, a nigga getting gas. Running to the money, that remains a fact. I can give you what you want, girl, swear I never cap. Gang, that's it.
Man, fuck that shit, I'm out, B.
Make sure you cuff that shit. Make sure you cuff that shit. Yeah. Hey, Stizzy. You already know what it is. Remix thing, you got me? Yeah, nigga. Let's get it. I'm a beast when I jump on these tracks. I spit flames, I'm hot like a drop of hot wax. The tape's already loaded like a 9 that's cocked back. So when it drops, you better clap. It's all eyes on me like a gal who's got back. No one's watching your shit cause you whack. 100%, if I had the chance to, then I ain't listening to that. I told me manager, stop sending me these rappers, stop that. But when it comes to Scousematic, cop that. And any mixtape that I drop, you better cop it. If I shoot you point blank, this ain't a game, you can't block it. 400 brake horse on the golf, you can't jock it. The 4-4's too big, won't fit in the pocket. And you're gonna need the army to stop it. You'll see when I pop it, send him to the firmament like he's a rocket. The new mixtape, make sure you cop it, cop that.
Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
I'm a gangster and a gentleman, my suits are tailored. I put my tracksuit on cause I was due some payments. Put killers in the bushes, yeah we do surveillance. Violate and live where, don't lose your cranium. I come with the brick squad, I'm like the Gucci Mane. I was a star in the traps, I ain't new to fame. How you rapping when you got boots to lace? I got some young boy killers that'll shoot your face. That's a 12 gauge, take your face off like Nick Cage. Distasteful, here's my dick, how does this taste? Disgraceful, little bitch, get your wig straight, get your facts straight. I got rich off a mixtape on a strip late. Please don't get me irate. Pull up on who? I'ma shoot to your sideways. I was broke like a bad joke, gave me migraines. Now it's Frankie with the 4 eyes, I mean 5 chains.
Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just gon' cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and gon' rob that shit.
I'm in a 3-piece with a double-breasted blaze. I got my 4-5, but I'm on my best behavior. Young buck keeps one in the chamber. He stays with a mask, only see his nose and eyes like an alligator. I used to break down bricks, carry the remainder, add it to the next brick like I'm playing Tetris. And even though I might forgive, I still don't forget shit. So you've always gotta expect the unexpected. My dog will bring me a stick if I tell him fetch it. Rapid, it's either gonna be a spinner or a matic. And when the fire's in my hand, I move it erratic. I park up and jump out and then did you catch it? 5 quid on a t-shirt and a jacket. Don't worry about me, I've been already had it. If you ain't got it yet, then go grab it.
Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and gon' rob that shit, you get me? Just gon' cop that shit, you get me? Just gon' cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and gon' rob that shit.